Cyberpunk 2077 continued its impressive evolution with the release of Update 2.2, also known as the Express Yourself patch from the developers at CD Projekt Red. Available now on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series XS, this update significantly expands the possibilities for customization, gameplay, and visual storytelling. This update was developed in collaboration with Virtuous, the same studio who's also rumored to be working on the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake. The new patch for Cyberpunk 2077 not only addresses some community feedback, but also injects a fresh layer of creativity and immersion into the vibrant world of Night City. But before we get into it, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Cyberpunk news. I'm also working on another video in the background all about Morgan Blackhand, the legendary solo in the Cyberpunk lore who was obviously absent in Cyberpunk 2077's story. This video is about the missing legend of Morgan Blackhand, so get subscribed so you don't miss that video. It should be coming out in the next few days. One of the biggest new features being added in Update 2.1 is the expansion of Rayfield's Crystal Coat technology to additional vehicle manufacturers. Initially being exclusive only to Rayfield vehicles in Cyberpunk 2077, this customization option is now available for all the other manufacturers in Night City. Players will now be able to transform more of their vehicles with a wide array of colors and designs, providing both aesthetic enjoyment and practical benefits. For instance, one of these benefits is you can now change your vehicle's appearance mid-pursuit with the NCPD, and this will reduce your heat level, adding a strategic layer to car chases. This innovation is thanks to the introduction of what they are calling Kuroshi's twin tone technology, which allows players to scan and replicate paint schemes from vehicles found around Night City. By scanning a car with Kuroshi optics, players can save its color scheme for later use, adding a collectible and exploratory dimension to this gameplay mechanic. Vehicles compatible with both Crystal Coat and twin tone technologies are conveniently marked with a spray can icon on the AutoFixer website, making customization accessible and user-friendly for the player. Also, 10 previously unobtainable vehicles are now available for purchase in Cyberpunk 2077, including some of the most requested like the Mitsutani Shion MZ1, the Quadra Type 66 680TS, and the exclusive Vilefort Delion V10S Coupe from the Phantom Liberty expansion. These additions to the game cater to car enthusiasts and deepen the connection between players and the streets of Night City by being able to buy more of the cars that you see around the map. Also, Johnny Silverhand, portrayed by Keanu Reeves, now has an even greater presence in Night City. After you complete Act 1 of Cyberpunk 2077, Johnny will sometimes appear in the passenger seat while V drives around, offering commentary and reactions to the events unfolding around them in the world of Night City. Johnny's interactions while in the passenger seat range from insightful to humorous, reinforcing his role as a central figure in V's story. This feature not only deepens the narrative, but also enhances the sense of companionship between the two characters. There are still several more new features to go over in this new update to Cyberpunk 2077, but be sure to let me know down in the comments what you think about all of the new features being added to the game in Update 2.2. Photo mode has also undergone a complete transformation in the game, introducing features that elevate the art of in-game photography in Cyberpunk 2077. The camera now includes a drone mode with extended range and adjustable collision settings, allowing players to frame shots from unprecedented angles. Precise controls such as locking the camera and slowing its movement ensure that even novice photographers in the photo mode can capture stunning images. Players can now also spawn up to 3 NPCs from a roster of over 20 characters, including iconic figures like Johnny Silverhand and Adam Smasher to enhance their compositions. The ability to adjust NPC poses, expressions, and positioning adds depth and personalization to every shot that you take. Lighting tools have also been expanded in this update, enabling players to spawn and manipulate light sources to craft dynamic visuals. A standout addition here is Smart Frames, which now lets players display their captured images from the game's photo mode in V's apartment in these special new frames. These photos can be managed through a new gallery menu pulling directly from the player's device. This feature bridges the gap between in-game achievements and personal expression, creating a lasting showcase of memorable moments from the player. Update 2.2 for Cyberpunk 2077 now introduces over 100 new customization options, making it the most comprehensive update to the character creation since the game's launch back in 2020. Players can now choose from these new additions, including 32 new eye colors, 18 lip makeup types, 17 nail colors, 16 eye makeup designs, and even more. Additional options include cosmetic cyberwear, face and body tattoos, tattoos, and new faceplates. The updated character creator also features a plane to punk randomizer slider, allowing players to explore a spectrum of styles effortlessly. Whether you're aiming for a subtle, understated appearance or a bold, rebellious look, this new tool empowers players to strike the perfect balance when creating your character. You can also lock the assets in each of these different categories, ensuring that players can retain specific features while experimenting with the randomizer, making it both flexible and user-friendly for the player. In addition to the well-documented features we've already gone over, Update 2.2 also introduces a host of hidden surprises scattered across Night Cities that players can discover. While of course these new details about the secret additions to the game remain intentionally vague by the developers, CD Projekt Red has hinted at new discovery for curious players. These secret additions to the game are designed to encourage exploration, adding layers of mystery and replayability to the Cyberpunk 2077 game. They also mentioned some past secrets from The Witcher 3 that were added that took almost 8 years to find, so it could be some time before we actually uncover these secret additions to the game. The Update 2.2 for Cyberpunk 2077 also addressed several quest-related issues players might have been experiencing in the game, ensuring a smoother progression for all players. Objectives requiring specific wait times have been rephrased for clarity, while numerous quests including Dream On and Cyber Psycho Sighting where the bodies hit the floor have been fine-tuned to resolve different bugs. Additionally, improvements to Phantom Liberty specific quests such as Balls to the Wall and the Killing Moon ensure a more polished experience. Some gameplay mechanics have also received significant attention in this new update. Updates include fixes to katana animations, adjustments to quick hack RAM costs, and improvements to vehicle combat controls. These refinements to the game enhance the overall flow and responsiveness of the game, ensuring a more immersive and enjoyable experience for players in Night City. For PC players, Update 2.2 delivers notable performance improvements and new features. The threading system has been optimized for Intel Arrow Lake CPUs, boosting performance by up to 33%. PC players can also now rebind controls in the vehicle category and enjoy enhanced razor chrome effects during key moments, such as romance scenes and Phantom Liberty sequences. While CD Projekt Red has not yet confirmed whether Update 2.2 marks the final chapter for Cyberpunk 2077, the development team has hinted at potential surprises in the future. With a significant portion of the studio now moved on to focus on the sequel Project Orion and the next installment in the Witcher series, it's clear that Cyberpunk's legacy is far from over at this point. Update 2.2 represents a major milestone in Cyberpunk 2077's journey, encapsulating the theme of player expression. And honestly, it really does mean a lot that they continue to return to this game over and over again with new updates. And they recently announced a new sales milestone of 30 million sales for the base game and another 8 million sales for the Phantom Liberty expansion. From groundbreaking vehicle and character customizations to reimagined photo mode and enhanced gameplay mechanics, this patch breathes new life into Night City. As the community awaits the next chapter in the Cyberpunk saga, the Express Yourself patch stands as a testament to CD Projekt Red's dedication to its players and the immersive world it has created here. And I'm sure many of you watching this video might agree with me when I say that Cyberpunk 2077 is one of my favorite games ever, and I welcome any new content they continue to give us. But of course, there are some highly requested features in the game that have not been added so far and may never get added at this point by the sound of it, and those features would be New Game Plus mode and a PS5 Pro version. Let's talk a bit about this. This latest surprise update for Cyberpunk 2077 Update 2.2 introduces a range of new features and enhancements to the game, but two highly requested additions, PlayStation 5 Pro Support and a New Game Plus mode, remain conspicuously absent from the game. Here's a closer look at why these features didn't make the cut in these updates and the reasoning behind CD Projekt Red's decisions to not include them in the game. When Sony first launched the PS5 Pro, many fans hoped that Cyberpunk 2077, known for its stunning visuals and impressive gameplay, would receive optimization to take advantage of the console's upgraded hardware. However, CD Projekt Red has confirmed that there are no plans for a PS5 Pro specific patch at this point. This decision aligns with the studio's current focus on other projects such as The Witcher 4 and Cyberpunk 2077 sequel currently codenamed Project Orion, and another multiplayer Witcher game. While of course the PS5 Pro has boosted the performance of some older games, it has also caused compatibility issues in others such as Silent Hill 2's remake and Star Wars Jedi Survivor. CD Projekt Red appears to be prioritizing stability and its broader portfolio over additional enhancements for a game that has already undergone significant updates. The absence of PS5 Pro support might be disappointing to some players, especially those who see Cyberpunk 2077 as a graphical showcase. However, the game's 2022 next-gen update already introduced a performance mode targeting 60 frames per second at 4K resolution and a ray tracing mode at 30 FPS. But this substantial improvement addressed the needs of many next-gen players and likely influenced the studio's decision to focus on future projects rather than future updates for the PS5 Pro. The absence of a New Game Plus mode in Cyberpunk 2077 has been a point of contention among fans since the game's launch back in 2020. Many fans expected the feature to be added in subsequent updates, given its popularity in RPGs. However, lead quest designer Pavel Sasko has provided insight into why it was never materialized in Cyberpunk 2077. According to Sasko, here a New Game Plus mode would have conflicted with Cyberpunk 2077's design philosophy. The game emphasizes replayability through its branching narratives, diverse character builds, and choice-driven outcomes. Sasko explained that incorporating New Game Plus mode would require significant alterations to core mechanics, potentially disrupting the balance and intent of the game's original design. The development team ultimately chose to focus on creating a cohesive experience rather than adding features that might dilute the game's core vision. Sasko encouraged players to explore alternative paths and choices in new playthroughs of the game, which are integral to the game's structure. While of course this decision reflects the studio's commitment to design integrity, it has left some fans disappointed, myself included. I really want a New Game Plus mode. The omission of PS5 Pro support and New Game Plus mode in Update 2.2 highlights CD Projekt Red's strategic approach to resource allocation. With the team now shifting its attention to upcoming projects like Project Orion and The Witcher 4, the studio appears to be drawing a definitive line under Cyberpunk 2077's development. While these missing features may leave some fans feeling that the game's potential has not fully been realized yet, Cyberpunk 2077 remains a success story of recovery and evolution in the gaming industry. Through years of updates and expansions, the game has transformed from a troubled launch back in 2020 to a widely praised RPG after the release of the 2.0 update and Phantom Liberty expansion, setting a strong foundation for the franchise's future. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Cyberpunk news. And if you're looking for something else to watch, click one of the videos you're seeing on screen right now. I will see you there.